I just want to thank you for listening to this pitch proposal this evening. My name is Katherine Lewis, and I'm bringing this to you on behalf of the Advanced Institute for Development and Learning out of Greenville County, South Carolina. This pitch proposal is requesting startup for a new academy that's being developed in Greenville County. In this PowerPoint, you're going to see that I'm going to introduce you to the academy, its goals, its project details, justification for why this is being implemented, the funding that's needed for the startup cost, and the resources that are currently available. The Advanced Institute for Development and Learning is a nonprofit organization. It was originally established in October 2014, and it was made to help children who had special needs and their families. And it helped them to develop much needed physical, emotional, and psychological growth. Now, the goals of this new academy is to develop a neurodevelopment-based program for children who have special needs such as autism, tongue and lip ties. It also is going to provide them a safe and interactive learning environment for these services. Each child is going to learn about nutrition, health, atomic, social, and emotional states, sensory and motor performance, physical ability, speech and language, executive functioning, and neurodevelopmental abilities. Depending on the needs of the child, transition children to a traditional 4th grade, ready for public school environment. This is going to get the children somewhere between beginning around age 4, put them into this school and help them learn everything that they need to learn in order to transition into the traditional school. And also with this program, they will be hiring a program administrator and special education teachers. It's going to provide the program staff with developmental training that is necessary for them to be able to continue their education and provide these much needed services to these children and these families. Currently, the project is requesting funding for startup for the new school. With the opening of this school, 1 class grade along with 1 teacher and 6 students will start the school off just on the right foot. Then over the next 4 years, the school will expand to a maximum of 30 students and 5 teachers. Now, the efficacy of the school program establishes an accomplishment that is long overdue for the Greenville community. G.R.O.W provides services to children and their families who have special needs in the areas of autism, sensory processing disorders, feeding disorders, genetic disorders, developmental delays, and mental health challenges. The vision now is to provide this particular population with every tool and resource that's available to accomplish the goals of the children and their families with education and learning development. The mission of G.R.O.W is to provide children and their families with all the support and foundation through the speech therapy, the feeding therapy, the family support systems, and the educational initiatives. Now, the justification that's being provided for the school is that there are over 7,500 children who have been diagnosed for some sort of disability or special needs that falls under the autism spectrum disorder in South Carolina. Now, these are people between the ages of 3 and 21, and as many as 2/3 have tested in the range of mental retardation. Now, this means that there are over 25,000 people living with autism just in South Carolina alone. The lack of providers has caused children to go without these services or have services delayed for them. And 47% of autistic children who receive early intervention end up back in a regular traditional classroom. The Education Academy will assist children who would otherwise be in a self-contained classroom, and it helps them transition into the traditional classroom by 4th grade. The budget that's being requested for this initial startup cost of the school is $142,000. This includes an administrative cost along with training for $12,000. The salaries for the administrator and the special education teacher is $75,000. Rent and utilities $20,000. The space of the rooms are going to need renovation, which is going to run about $10,000. The classroom supplies $10,000, and the therapy equipment around $15,000. Now, these are the resources that we currently have available. There's $3,600 that they have received in donations. The school space is being provided by the Advanced Therapy Solutions there in South Carolina. The executive director for 8L has an interim administrator who is going to serve on this school until a permanent administrator is hired. The infrastructure template is provided by the MDE school in Atlanta, Georgia. The Pearl Center for Learning providing experience in teaching and testing and the learning objectives for each grade level of the school. And the Shannon Forest Christian School Administrator is providing the developed criteria and the qualifications for the hiring and interviewing of the policies and procedures that will be much needed to set the foundation for those that are going to be teaching and operating this school. I appreciate your time this evening and want you to come grow with us at A to L.